How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Nerdy Basement Podcast. I'm your host, as always, the OG Osmosis, or just simply Ozzy. And joining me each and every episode, all my co-hosts.
What's going on, everybody? Is Eddie
and Miguel,
and we are
the Nerdy Basement.
And we are back again. We have a huge episode for you guys this week. We're talking The Boys Season 2, since it finally ended this past weekend. We've been waiting months. To talk about this finale. Weeks, months. We've been waiting. We couldn't. We were under severe embargo. Well, not severe, heavy embargo. For this,
severe embargo.
It is severe. Amazon, it becomes torturous after a while.
Amazon had snipers sitting outside of everybody who had access. You know, just waiting. I dare y'all, say something. Say something.
It was waiting.
It was like Billy the Butcher and freaking Edgar. You got snipers? Yeah, more than one.
Yeah. So yeah, heavy embargo on The Boys Season 2, but we can finally talk about it. We'll dive into massive spoilers, and we owe you guys, because last episode we were going to talk about that big moment in episode 7, but time was running short, so we kind of cut the podcast a little shorter. But we'll dive into both these final episodes this week. So we got treats for y'all. We got a couple announcements. Obviously, we got news and trailers and all that. We'll talk about that much later. But
leave.
I wouldn't be surprised. Apparently, things get done when it comes to sports and entertainment. So
yeah,
that's when it comes to the regular things in life, it doesn't really happen. But yeah,
pretty much.
Let's see what happens. Let's keep on going with the news, guys.
Moving on from that, so we got a Green Lantern live action series that's been ordered by HBO Max that will consist of 10 one-hour episodes, and it will also feature Green Lanterns Guy Gardner, Jessica Cruz, Simon Baz, and Alan Scott for the original Green Lantern. So there's they're gonna do a little change to this version of Alan Scott, because he will be gay in this series. Sinestro is also confirmed.
It's not a change.
Well, I mean, from Entertainment Weekly's article, that's what they say. They're changing him to be gay.
They're the ones that didn't read the recent 10 years. Then
is the recent run? Is he's gay, right?
Yep.
Yeah, for the last 10, 15 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like, last 10 years, they haven't been reading comic books. Then
yeah, it was something about something recent. I'm like, oh, but how recent are you guys talking? Because I thought.
From everything you know right now, he's gay. Exactly.
I'm pretty sure that was the case already, but I mean,
I literally posted an excerpt from the Green Lantern's 80th anniversary on Comics in the Basement Instagram, and like that blew up like your people of color in anime thing blew up, where I had like a 200 comment thread where people are like, no, he shouldn't be gay. And then other people are like, why can't he be gay? And I'm just there with my popcorn like, I just like reading comic books. like gay, straight, freaking LGBTQ plus, whatever. I don't.
As long as the story,
make a good story.
As long as the story's good, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. He's gay. Yeah, good. Congratulations. He's straight. Congratulations. Is he pansexual? Guess what? Congratulations. And what is it? That doesn't affect me in any way. So it's like, as long as the story's good, it doesn't matter to me. But yeah,
Facts.
He's gonna be gay.
Facts.
I mean, for those who don't want him, oh well. For those who support it, there you go. Your representation as a superhero, which I know a lot of people have been clamoring for lately, which is appropriate. Like I said, we're gonna have Sinestro. I don't know why I misspelled it in the notes. Why the fuck did
I was wondering who the hell is Sinister?
Why the fuck did I?
Well, Sinister's from X-Men. He's a different thing.
Yeah, he's the disregard my F up. It was 3:00 in the morning. All right.
That's okay.
Sinestro is.
But you're able to spell the next line. You spelled the next line just fine, but whatever.
No, I kept misspelling Alan Scott's last name for some reason last night too. I'm like, why am I misspelling this?
That actually might just be autocorrect for some reason. Honestly, you know how autocorrect screws us all the time. Every time I say duck, I don't mean duck. Okay.
You are ducking
Or
mine.
do you mean duck? I'm gonna send you a picture. I'm gonna send you a meme
Where's the
that's
duck?
gonna make your life.
Is the angry duck and shit.
Yes. Yes, every time I say I'm ducking mad, this is what I mean.
That's funny.
Oh man, it's hilarious.
I saved it too. So yeah, Sinestro is also confirmed for the series. So my big question out of this entire news, since we're gonna get Alan Scott here, and Alan Scott has been teased in Stargirl already. Do you think we get a potential crossover? Is it the same Alan Scott? Is it a different part of the multiverse? Like, what do you guys think?
Miguel, you got
yeah, sure. I think that because this is gonna be an HBO Max exclusive property, and Stargirl is not an HBO Max exclusive property, that is gonna be two different multiverses, and I think that that's something that they can definitely play with right now, the multiverse, because as we know, John Diggle from Arrow is also a Green Lantern.
Yes. And they're also going to bring in new original Green Lanterns in the series too.
Right.
So there's speculation they might bring him in.
Right. I'm personally, as far as like all the news that we just gave on the Green Lantern thing, I have full faith, based off of the awesome HBO Max and DC Universe programming that we've got from Doom Patrol and Swamp Thing, and I'm sure, and even Titans. Even though Titans, because Titans is mixed bag, a lot of controversy.
It is a mixed bag, yeah.
But like even with all that, I think that HBO Max and the people at DC have built up or instilled enough confidence that we're not gonna have another big Green Lantern mistake, which is what
I can see that.
Jeff Johns, I love your comic books, dude. I love them, I really do. But I did not like your Green Lantern movie. I'm so sorry.
Atrocious,
I didn't. Although I will say that I heard a rumor that Jeff Johns is gonna executive produce the HBO's Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can see it. And that's fine. But remember, they said they're going to be basing it off a lot of his old stuff too. So, and he has a lot more, like feedback, allowed to it. So that's one of the big things. Like, they're letting his story.
Yeah, but the Ryan Reynolds one was him. Like, the Ryan Reynolds one was all. I
want to say the studio was probably in talks with it. As simple as that. Honestly, when it comes down to it, you know what I mean. You can make the most perfect movie, but if the actual, the board doesn't like it, and they think they know better, they're not going to let it happen.
Yeah, for real.
I got you.
I got you, Miguel. No worries.
But yeah, so I think to go off what Miguel was saying, I think it could be a multiverse type thing, because I kind of want to go back to Crisis, where they showed, Stargirl being in one Earth. I think it was like Earth 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe this could be like an Earth. If let's just reach out without even knowing. This is just speculation. Let's say they do bring in John Diggle as a Green Lantern. Obviously, and they keep the name John Diggle. It's not just he's playing a version of John Stewart or something.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he is in the, and I don't mean to cut you off, but that's what he is in the CW verse. His name is John Diggle Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
So you would think, then he's essentially, let's say they bring him in, he would be a version of John Stewart, essentially.
Yeah,
right,
exactly. But then, like when you see that, then you're gonna say the HBO Max is based in the Arrowverse. So if they want to avoid that, they can just use him as the same, make the same actor be John Stewart of this universe. You know what I mean? Because think about it, even in that Crisis episode. Or the one prior to that one. The one when
he talks to the Flash, right?
Yeah, when Flash was like, John, where's your ring? You know what I mean? He already has a John Stewart in his universe saying such and such, right? So it can still work.
So on Earth 90, which is where that Barry Allen is from, John Diggle is John Stewart as a Green Lantern in that Earth. Yeah. All right, so Infinite Earths. Damn, it kind of wouldn't work that way either, because there's only Earth Prime in the CW now.
No.
No, there's multiple. No. Yeah, they said it. They multiple. we have the movie verse. We have the
Flash,
Stargirl.
Yeah. Ezra Miller said
Oh yeah. Why am I fucking up?
And he goes, what was it? Because Grant Gustin was like, this shouldn't be possible now. And Ezra Miller goes, this shouldn't be possible now? What? He goes, you don't know? What don't I know? What don't I know? Tell me.
Yeah.
And then,
I'm sorry. I love that scene.
No,
it was a great scene. It was one of the best things that they were able to do. But to build off of it, I think they could do whatever the hell they want. Honestly, I'm a little peeved that they don't bring in Kyle Rayner, my favorite Green Lantern. But besides that,
so a lot of people on social media mad about that.
Yeah, see, I'm not the only one at least, but I'm actually very excited because then, like we just said, there's a lot of representation here. Simon Baz, first Muslim Green Lantern to ever be on screen now. On top of it, just being introduced the past 10 years from Rebirth, that's amazing. And then Jessica Cruz, Hispanic, Green Lantern,
and she's a woman, so that
she's a woman dealing with anxiety and post-traumatic stress. This is crazy.
Yeah,
we don't know the amount of stories that can come from this. We don't know how good it can span out. So we know, and then Guy Gardner. Honestly, I think he will be the most fun to watch on screen. He is already so much fun on comic books. I can't wait to see him on screen too. And then with Alan Scott being probably the quote unquote the guy of wisdom, their mentor.
Their sage.
I'm sure. Their sage. You know what I mean?
Their sage.
The first one to do it. And then to have these three come in, I think this could be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, I think so too.
I want to know how they're gonna retcon Alan Scott's ring, because for those of you who don't know, Alan Scott's ring is not a ring of willpower. It's a ring of the elemental green, which is a member of, I want to say, the four elemental forces that bind the planet together, which is like the animal, the green, the rot, and there was another one. Oh man, yeah. This is how you know that
it's the rot.
That this was not researched. This is how you know this was not researched. And I said the rot.
Yeah, he did say the
green,
rot.
the rot.
Okay.
It's the green, the rot, the red, which is the animal.
Yep.
And I'm missing something.
There was.
I don't know what it is, so that's the reason I'm not answering.
It's.
I wish we had.
The rot.
I wish we had a chat.
Animal.
I wish we had a chat, because then the chat could tell us.
For real.
Oh my God, you're funny. You're making me blank out because I thought I heard you not say rot, but then it's after rot. It's the. I'll come back to it. Trust me, it's going to come to me in like a few minutes.
The black.
But
the black
is the rot. Yeah, black is the rot. But there's one like right between that too. It's the parliament. There's 4 parliaments.
Yeah, it's the parliament of whatever Animal Man. No, Animal Man is.
No, Animal Man is the red. Yeah, Animal Man is the red. But I got this in a minute. But
oh dang, the green, the red, the clear, the white, the gray, the melt, the metal, and the divide. That's not right at all.
That might be recent because they did do that in the recent JLD.
Here we go.
So
here we go. The green is the parliament of trees. The red is the parliament of limbs. The clear is the parliament of waves. The white is the parliament of vapors, and the gray is connected to all the fungal life.
So that's the rock. Yeah.
And then you have the parliament of flames, which is the fire.
Okay.
The melt, which is the parliament of stones. By the way, I'm getting this all off of a DC website.
Because this was the recent JLD storyline that Tynan and Rami just did. So this is actually brand new. They've always just mentioned the first 3 because the other ones were a lot older. But the cut, just to stop that, because we just went off topic a little bit. If you guys remember with Alan Scott, they already did a quick retcon. They made him into an unofficial Green Lantern, or official as an original. And what they said was that he was a prototype ring that started before they made their first Green Lantern battery. So pretty much it's so before they claimed that it was fully green is the power of willpower of the spectrum, he was grabbing from the green. So it was just that's why his charged up differently. He had his own lantern, but he was getting power from the green, but it wasn't known as willpower at the time. It was the flame of the green, and that's why sometimes you see him transform into his costume, flames happen. It wasn't just kind of like a spectrum. So that's pretty much the easiest way, and that's the most recent, especially in the 80th anniversary. That's how they retconned him into making it simple enough as why he's in the same universe and where he got his Green Lantern ring from. So,
I can see that. I can see that playing out in the show if they go that route. To be honest.
It would definitely be dope. I'm very excited because I think the Green Lanterns have a very rich history, and they are very underserviced as far as the DCEU goes, and also the DC animated universe, because like they made Hal Jordan out to be a chump, and granted it was at the expense of Batman being awesome, but like still like they made him out to be a chump. Like he couldn't take on Darkseid. Like Batman pulled off his ring when he wasn't concentrating. So I think that this series, if they do him justice, which I believe that they will, and if they do the Green Lantern Corps justice, I think this could be the start of what the DC universe could turn into their cosmic universe. So kind of like what Guardians of the Galaxy is to the MCU, the Green Lantern Corps could be to the DCEU, which would be phenomenal.
I think so too. I mean, I don't think they're gonna put Hal Jordan in this show. I'm
fine with that.
I think they're trying to save him for a movie based on what I've seen online. But then again,
the buddy cop film,
the buddy cop film that we never really got, that was announced and we never got. Yeah, that one. So yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Because again, when you guys say cosmic again, it'll help ease into the way of the new gods again and bringing in
Fourth
Apocalypse.
World,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Easy stuff. You know what I mean? They were the ones saying there's aliens out there besides just Superman coming around here and Martian Manhunter. There's more to this.
Right.
Yeah, and I can see this spanning for at least, I would say at least a good 6 seasons if done correctly. To be completely honest.
Oh, absolutely.
If done correctly.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
If it's done correctly and people actually gravitate to it, then I think a good 6 seasons will be nice for the series.
Yeah, and then will be fun too is seeing the plethora of Green Lanterns that we see in the comic books all the time.
Kilowog is also going to be in the show.
Oh my god. I would love to see Kilowog just kind of make his cameo somewhere else. And then the little things like all of a sudden having the little squirrel Green Lantern that's an alien on another world, but he's a squirrel for Earth. He's like, how is this squirrel a Green Lantern?
Chip?
Yeah, it's like chip or pip or something like that. It's like a tiny word. It's funny. So it's like, and I think that would make things so much more fun because then every single show that they have, it doesn't always need to be necessarily a human Green Lantern. You can always have a Green Lantern around, just like they did in Justice League, showing that older Green Lantern in the original thing, helping them fight. You know, even though he got smashed in 2 seconds, obviously, of his screen time. But besides that, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I think
I'm excited
this is a lot of good stuff.
Perfect.
Well, there you have it. The three of us have all concurred on one consensus, and that is that we are all excited
for Green Lantern.
Oh, and I will throw one more thing. Hopefully, they do not try to use the whole yellow's my weakness. I can't win.
No.
As long as they don't do that,
I like that shit.
No, dude. No yellow
it worked.
and no wood. Because then you could just take them out with a number 2 pencil.
Exactly.
Well, let's not do the wood part. All right?
Yeah.
Because that's just kind of dumb. But to have a certain weakness to a certain color of the spectrum, I like that. That's one of the things I do like about the Green Lanterns. Well, the Lanterns in general.
Yeah. You got to remember too. They made it. They made the weakness into like, oh my god. If you guys remember, as far back as like Batman, All-Star Batman, the one that Frank Miller and Jim Lee were creating together. Literally, Batman. So there's a scene that, because Batman already knows Green Lantern and all that kind of stuff, he brings them to a room which he doused himself in all yellow paint and doused the whole room in yellow paint. And Green Lantern couldn't do shit. He was just as good as any other human. So
No, see,
all
if you-
that,
if you-
and that's
yeah, no,
that's the exaggeration. You know,
Yeah,
that's
no.
what I'm saying. If as long as it's not that exaggeration, I'm fine with them saying fear is the willpower's weakness.
Like do it New
Yeah,
52
I'm happy
style
with
where
that.
he's fighting Sinestro and he uses his his yellow energy, like, and you can physically see it. Kind of essentially you want it to be like some sort of kryptonite to the Green
yeah,
Lantern.
it's
You
a
don't
fear.
Want,
You know what I
you
mean?
don't want
It's
it to
fear.
be what I'm gonna throw this fucking Pikachu at you. There you go. That's it. You're done for.
Exactly.
I don't
And
want
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
All I have to do is stand in front of him with my shirt on.
Yeah.
Exactly, you would already
No.
win, but then you have that
Right,
little
no.
bit of green in there, and then he might get a little power.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that.
Kind of to piggyback off of what you said, what I would like to see, instead of yellow being a weakness, I would like the power of fear to be slightly stronger, so that the Green Lanterns have to build up their will harder or faster, or they have to will harder to overcome it. I think that would be the best way. So like fear is stronger than will,
Yeah,
but
of
not
course.
but not a weakness.
Yeah, I can see that happen. I like that. I like that approach to it too. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can
Oh,
dive
I'm
into.
sorry.
more.
I'm also seeing. I'm seeing a scene right now that because Alan Scott is going to be there, talking to the other Green Lanterns and going to be like, "Damn, back in my day, it was so much easier back then, man. I didn't have to deal with all your cosmic stuff. I dealt with all these criminals, robbing banks, and nothing was really phasing me except until I had to fight the Injustice League, or what's the other one? The
Injustice
not
Society?
The Injustice Society, So I'm seeing these scenes and I'm just like, God, that's going to be so good, man. And Simon Baz dealing with him being like treated as a terrorist just because of his religion and all that kind of stuff. Jessica Cruz
why he had to
literally
stop being a
trauma.
cop.
Oh my God,
It's
so
gonna be
nice,
great.
man.
It's gonna be good.
Oh my God, guys, if you read some comics too, because you need to see these type of scenes so
It's
you
gonna be
understand
good.
the excitement even more.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be fun. But yeah,
But yeah,
okay.
we're done with that clip.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're still here, that means you liked the clip that you saw. Appreciate you guys watching. If you want to hear more, click one of the links below in the show notes and you can hear the full podcast in its entirety anywhere. Pretty much anywhere podcasts are played. We are on SoundCloud, Spotify, you name it, we're there. Thank you for the support. Don't forget to subscribe so that we could bring you some more content on YouTube as well. We have a lot of great stuff planned, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care. Peace.